Bullets come in all shapes and sizes, especially when fired from one of the more than 150 guns, tanks or planes in the game. But today, it's not just about size, it's about power, because I'm getting a kill with every single round in Battlefield 5 ranked by muzzle energy. That means we start at the bottom with the weakest handgun cartridge that only has a couple hundred joules of muzzle energy and climb all the way up to bunker busting cannons with over 500 million joules of effective energy. And the final one? Well, you'll see when we get there. For now, let's start at the bottom of the ladder with the weakest bullet in the game. Okay, so first off, we have the 32 ACP round, the weakest cartridge in Battlefield 5, with a muzzle energy on the lower end of 200 joules. There's a guy right there that I can kill. Let's see if we can get him. We're gonna use the well rod, because this gun absolutely suck. And holy crap, that's a Sturmtiger caliber. You saw that? We're gonna use that a little bit later on. I need to kill this guy. Don't die, TBAG. Oh, I got him! Please don't kill me. Okay, whatever. 32 ACP done. Let's go to the next round. Okay, next up we have the Nambu pistol, shooting the 8x22mm Nambu cartridge, the second weakest cartridge in the game, with a muzzle energy on the higher end of 200 joules. And there's a guy right there. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye. You got killed by the second weakest cartridge in Battlefield 5. Well, I haven't done this in a while. Let's get out of here. Next up, we are shooting the Webley Mark 6 revolver, shooting the 455 Webley. And I thought, honestly, that this would be way more powerful, but apparently it's not. There's a guy right there. There we go. Got a kill. Apparently, it's only around the 400 joule muzzle energy, which is even lower than 9 Parabellum. I didn't know that. Next up, we have the 7.63x25mm Mauser cartridge, shooting out of the C96 trench carbine. We don't have the regular C96 pistol in this game. That was only in Battlefield 1, but we do have the carbine version for the recon class. And this also has a full auto toggle. This cartridge is, by the way, in terms of muzzle energy, pretty close to the 9mm Parabellum, according to sources I see online. It's both around the 500 joule, but I think the 9mm is a little bit more powerful. Where is everybody? There he is. There we go. Nice little kill with the trench carbine. Now we're finally gonna use an SMG. And you know which cartridge. Actually, scratch that. Before the 9mm, we first have the 45 ACP with 540 joules of energy. I always thought that it was more powerful than the 9mm, but I guess that's my mistake. To be honest, it depends on the source, because some say that the 9mm has more muzzle energy and some say the 45 ACP. So I don't know anymore. You guys tell me. M1911 time. Where are you guys? There's a guy right there. Too far away. Oh, there's a guy right there. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. Next up, the 9mm Parabellum, shooting out of the good old MP40. Apparently, this is between 500 and 600 joules. I'm not entirely sure. Again, there are plenty of sources that say otherwise, but I think this is the most common average. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, a quick explanation on how I rank these bullets from weakest to most powerful. I wanted the most objective method possible, so I use muzzle energy in joules. It's based on a simple formula, but there are a lot of variables involved. To get the most accurate data, I asked ChatGPT to gather all of the info on each cartridge in the game using multiple sources per round. It factored in standardized tests and the World War II era context to give a realistic energy range. This took a really long time, so if you guys enjoy these types of videos, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like for the algorithm. Now, let's continue. There is somebody. Finally, I found my target. There we go. Almost died still, but we got it. Okay, next up we have a gun with probably the coolest reload animation in the entire game. The Repetier Pistola M1912, shooting the 9x23mm Stayer round. Now again, this should be a little bit more powerful than the regular 9mm, around the 600 joule mark, but don't quote me on that. There we go. Now right after that we have the 9x25mm Mauser Export, which again is a little bit more powerful. And the only gun that shoots this cartridge is the MP34. There we go, beautiful. In one life I got the two of them. Perfect. Next up, a little milestone. We are shooting the 357 Magnum out of the Model 27 revolver. This thing is the biggest and baddest handgun cartridge in the game. Between 700 and 1000 joules. So that's pretty impressive for a handgun. But then again, look at this thing. This thing is ridiculous. It's a one-shot headshot up until, I believe, 20 meters or something like that. So it can be a little bit of a skill can. if you're not trash like me. Come on, let's get this one. This shouldn't be too difficult. Little headshot. That's what I mean. Beautiful little headshot. You saw that? Lovely. Very lovely indeed. Okay, next up we have the 30 carbine round. And the only gun that uses this round is the M1A1 carbine and its variants. Such as the M2 carbine, which is the full auto version. And this thing, the M3 infrared variant. This monstrosity, I don't know what to think about it. The scope is like this. It's just a filter. You don't really actually see much better in this game with this scope. In fact, it takes up half your screen, so you see less. But it does have a bipod and a suppressor, so that kind of works. I could have easily gone with the M2 carbine, but I wanna try to keep it interesting for you guys. You know what? I'm gonna get in this tower. I'm gonna get in this tower. Okay, now we're gonna stay here for a little bit until things have cooled down, and then we're gonna try to kill some people with the suppressor and the bipod. They're actually right below us. I can hear them. Look, right there. The cool thing about suppressors in this game is that you don't get a damage direction indicator when you get hit by a suppressed weapon. So he didn't know where it came from. Obviously until the... Hello there. Obviously until the kill cam. Now they definitely know. And he shot me straight through the wood. That's okay. That's okay. I hated this gun anyway. Next gun. Next caliber. Next up we have the 8x35mm ribbon rolls round. Very experimental. And reportedly the muzzle energy is 1300 to 1600 joules. So that's why I placed it here. Let's see if we can get... Ooh, he has the 6-pounder. No, that's the PAC 40, right? That's also... Yep. You saw that shell? We need to get a kill with that as well. Let's revive this guy quickly. Let's try to get some kills with the river rolls. My favorite gun in Battlefield 1? I don't really know what to think of it in Battlefield 5, to be honest. There's a guy. There they are. There they are. There we go. 1 kill. 2 kills. Three kills. You know what? I like this gun. I like it. 4 kills. 5 kills, but I'm pinned down because of the tank. That's 1300 to 1600 joules in your face. So yeah, I guess that hurts a little bit. Let's go to the next gun. Now from this point forward, the amount of muzzle energy most of the weapons and bullets have in this video is usually enough to fatally wound a person with just 1 shot to the body. So it is getting pretty powerful, but not as powerful as the Red Magic 10S Pro, the sponsor of this video. This phone is all about gaming performance. It's lightweight and super slim at just 8.9mm thick, but inside is the Snapdragon 8 Elite leading version with Red-Core R3 Pro, making this one of the fastest setups that you can get right now. It also has a 7050 mAh battery plus 80 watt fast charging. It's got the newly upgraded IceX cooling system 2.0 with a 23,000 RPM fan, liquid metal layers, and a special air duct system that helps with cooling even under heavy gaming sessions. The display is obviously also insane, a 6.8 inch AMOLED screen with a 1.5K resolution, 144Hz refresh rate, and it feels extra immersive thanks to the extremely high screen to body ratio. And let's be honest, the design is just next level. Look at this. You also get 20% faster touch response times, which really makes a difference in fast-paced games. Plus, all the gaming extras are here. 520Hz shoulder triggers, a customizable magic key for quick access to game space or other functions on your phone, higher FPS and graphics settings, support for mouse and keyboard or controller, flashback screen recording, and much more. It runs on Red Magic 10.5 OS with Google Gemini AI built in. Compared to the regular 10S, this Pro version is a step up with better cooling, faster response times, and a more premium build. So for the ultimate gaming phone, look no further than the Red Magic 10S Pro with the link down below. I highly recommend you check it out, and a big thanks to Red Magic for sponsoring this video. Now, let's continue. Okay, next up we have the 7.92x33mm Kurz rifle round. I think this was developed specifically for the German assault rifles, like the STG-44 and the Sturmgewehr 1.5, I believe, I'm not entirely sure. But this one has a muzzle energy of around 1900 joules. So yeah, pretty decent, it's getting up there, but trust me, it can be a whole lot stronger. Should be no problem getting a kill with this thing. There he is. Wow, it kicks a little bit more than I remember it to be, but we got the kill, it's okay. Wow, that was pretty cinematic. Anyway, guys, now we're using the 351 Winchester round, shooting out of the M1907 SF. This is around 1900 joules. So again, a little bit more powerful than before, but it is pretty ironic because at one point in time, this was one of the weakest guns in this game when it comes to damage per bullet. I think that was the TTK 2.0 update and everybody hated it. That was probably the worst state this game has ever been in. Luckily, it's not anymore so. Wow, that was an easy kill. Let's continue. Hello. Oh, no, he's right there. Oh, still got him. Let's get him up quickly. No, I'm gonna die, 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 I'm gonna die. How the hell did I manage to do that? Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. I know I'm out of bounds. There's a guy right here. This guy is slippy as hell. Wait, he's dead? He's still here? Oh, I didn't get to finish him off. Anyway, we got a couple of kills with the 351 Winchester. Next gun, next caliber. Next up, the 35 Remington, shooting it out of this Model 8. 22 to 2500 joules, according to online sources. And we got it. Okay, next up we have the 6.5 by 52mm Carcano cartridge. The only gun in the game that uses this cartridge is the M28 Trombogino, this thing. Which I believe is some sort of Carcano rifle. 2500 to 2700 joules of muzzle energy. So we're getting up there, it's getting more and more powerful. And in case you guys didn't know, if you shoot that container, you will get the katana, which is pretty dope. Little secret for you guys, in case you didn't know. Now this shouldn't be too difficult. Well, that's one kill. That's two. I didn't get the freaking kill. I didn't get it. I saw him, don't worry. There we go, 2 kills. Now what's interesting about this gun is that it also has a side-mounted grenade launcher. This shoots a 38.5mm grenade. But that's for a little bit later in the video, so I see you guys in a bit. Okay, next up, these cartridges. This is the 6.5 by 50mm Arisaka cartridge, shooting out of the Type 11 LMG. This one has a very unique mechanic in the fact that it has a very special reload if you have like increments of 5 clips that you can insert, like that. So that's faster, but it hardly ever happens. But hey, a unique animation is a unique animation. There we go, got a kill. I want more. I want to be on top of that tower actually, but that's not gonna happen because there is a sniper guy that's shooting at me. Oh, it is very accurate though, I forgot about that. It has very little recoil. I didn't use the bipod there. I think it is the weakest LMG in the whole game though. You see what I mean? You see how little damage it does per bullet? Then I get killed by this stupid freaking Craig Yorkson. Which we're gonna use next, by the way. We're gonna use that next. So, like I said, next up the Craig Yorkson, shooting the 3040 Craig cartridge. This is by far, in my opinion, the best sniper rifle in the game because it has a very high muzzle velocity. And because of that, the muzzle energy is around 2750 joules. Yeah, right there. There are people right here, that's what I mean. That's a headshot from pretty close range. We can move on to the next rifle, but I want to get a couple more kills. Now, where are the enemies? There's a guy. One hit. He's behind the freaking... There we go. Okay, that's a proper kill. Okay, let's continue. Now, next up, hold up, let me deal with this guy first. There we go. And this one. 1, 2. Get the hell out of here. This really is a beautiful map. Look at this. While we are capturing this point, and we're gonna probably get revenge kill very soon, I wanted to talk about the next cartridge, the 7x57mm Mauser. Now this is not the typical Mauser round that most of the German weapons use. This is shot out of the Breda MT1935 PG. This is a very weird gun in this game. No enemies, and I need help. Why is nobody spawning on me? In the meantime, let me tell you about this gun. This is the only gun in the game that shoots a 4-round burst. It's a very strange rifle, and I think I read somewhere online that this was technically or one of the very first assault rifles in the world. And I think it was the very first with a 4-round or burst firing option anyway. There we go, we got our kill. This is really annoying. Get that out of here. You see what I mean? That's the burst fire option, and sometimes it's actually really annoying, but the damage profile on this gun is very unique because it actually allows you to get I think a 1 burst kill. There's a guy here, there he is. There we go, killed him. Now are we freaking gonna capture this objective or what? It's a very strange gun, very strange. But maybe I can get a 1 burst kill. That will show its unique effectiveness. Pretty circumstantial, but there he is. You saw that? No, but that was with a headshot, but still, sometimes you can get those kills. Next up we have the 7.5x54mm French cartridge. A pretty... There we go, we got it already. There we go, 2 kills. I need more, I need more. This is 3100 joules of muzzle energy, shooting out of the Mass 44. This is actually one of my favorite rifles for the assault class. It's really good, it's really, really good. Somebody try. Oh, hello. Hello. There we go. Okay, I think that's a nice little ending. Maybe that's a nice little ending. 54mm French cartridge is done. Like I said, 3100 joules. Next up, the 6.5x55mm Swedish cartridge. There are a lot of different cartridges in this game that have the same dimensions, but are slightly different for some reason. The Swedish cartridge is one of those. There are 2 weapons in the game that uses this cartridge, the AGM-42 semi-auto rifle and the Madsen MG, this one. And an interesting fact about this gun, apparently this gun has a lot of different calibers that it can shoot. The Swedish cartridge is one of them, that's why I chose this. It does come with a bipod though, that's interesting. Even though I despise this gun, I mean, I know I have an extended mag, but look how much of your vision is obstructed by this thing. It can do some stuff with the... You know what's interesting? I think it has the same damage model as the semi-auto rifle I just mentioned. That's why in full auto it feels very weird. It feels very, very underpowered. And I can't see anything with this stupid magazine, man. Okay, I think we got enough kills right now. I really despise this gun, so I really don't want to use it anymore. Let's continue to the next gun. Okay, next up we have a real big boy, a 12 gauge slug coming out of this 12 gauge automatic. I think it's a Browning shotgun. And because there is a bunch of different loads that you can use in a shell like that, the muzzle energy range is also pretty huge, around 2900 joules to 3500 joules. So yeah, this is definitely a big boy cartridge. I think it gets its muzzle energy mostly because of its weight, because I think it's like an 1 ounce slug or something. No idea what it is in grams though, because, you know, Americans don't use the metric system like normal people. Let's see the damage on this thing. Okay. I expected a one-shot kill from that range, but whatever. I saw him. Well, I got one guy from up close. That's definitely a one-shot kill. Oh, and a one-shot headshot kill from up close. That's sick. I like that. Next up, we have the 303 British cartridge, which is around 3,200 and 3,500 joules. So it's getting up there. Pretty powerful. Shooting out of the Ross Mark III. There we go. That was pretty easy. Okay, next up, we are shooting the M95. With shooting the 7.8x50mm rimmed Mannlicher cartridge. Approximate muzzle energy between 3,300 and 3,700. Again, not my estimates, I asked ChatGPT. He used I don't know how many sources, so don't blame me. Let's get a kill with this guy. Goodbye, sir. 8mm Mannlicher cartridge in your face. You are done.
You are done.
Next up, we have the 58mm Arisaka cartridge, 3,400 to 3,700 joules of muzzle energy. We can either shoot it out of the Arisaka rifle, or we're gonna do it full auto with the Type 97 MG. We're gonna use it as a top gunner position on one of the tanks. Should be doable. I think I see somebody over there. Right there, right there. There we go, we got a kill. There we go. Okay, next up we have the 7.5 by 55mm Swiss cartridge. We need to use the AK-31-43 bolt-action sniper rifle. It's a very weird gun. We already got a kill, that's good. I think I saw another one. But as you can see, this scope, it's trash. So luckily, this gun can use the iron sight. Wait, there's a guy right there. Miss. Damn it. Let's get higher. Let's see if we can use this position to our advantage. It also has a box magazine to reload, so it's a little bit faster than most sniper rifles. Stand still. Hit. Kill. Very nice. Hit. And I can't see him anymore. This is too far away for this scope. I mean, you can be pretty aggressive with this gun, I guess. But I don't know, it definitely is not my favorite. Come on, another headshot. Hit. There we go, beautiful. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, if you get the hang of it, of this stupid scope, it's not totally bad. Somebody's sniping me again. This guy. Oh, mate. You know what? Never mind what I said, this scope is pretty decent. Okay, next up is the 50mm Label cartridge. We're on top of the tower, so maybe we can finally get some kills with the RSC. This is around 3,400 to 4,000 joules of energy. There's a guy right there. Ooh, one-shot headshot kill, interesting. There's a guy here. Why isn't he dying? What? Okay, that was a little bit of a hiccup. Let's try that again. There's a guy right there. There we go. There's a guy right there. It's not a two-shot kill as I thought it was. Oh my goodness. They got obliterated. Okay, I need better shots. I need better shot placements. Hold up. 5 rounds in the mag is so low for a non-two-shot kill weapon. Damn, I suck. 4,000 joules? I expected a bit more. Come on. There we go, that's more like it. That tank is gonna be a problem. Ooh, okay, stole that kill. Yo, look at that! He's obliterating everybody. We could have also went with the show shed machine gun. But we're gonna go, I think the RC was a good choice. Holy crap, you saw that? You saw that projectile? That's the Sturmtiger. Look, he's gonna fire again, he's gonna fire again. Holy smokes! That is crazy. I need some ammo right here. There we go. Now we're gonna go on top of this tower. Holy! I don't know how I managed to not die right there. Yeah, I was about to say, the Sturmtiger, he's about to obliterate me. Holy crap. We had a decent run with the RSC though. That's 50mm Label done. Okay, next up we have the 30-06 Springfield rifle round with around 3,800 joules. So it's getting pretty powerful now. Shooting out of the M1 Garand, obviously. This guy right there. Let's see if we can... We can't, hold on. I do also want to hear the ping, so... Give me a minute, give me a minute. There was a guy here. We all saw that, right? There he is. I got one. I didn't know who to choose. There's another one. Oh, and that's the ping. Beautiful. Is there another one? Yes, there was another one. Okay, we got 3. That's good. But we can also use another ammo type. The M17 rifle grenade. This thing is around 57mm, I believe. But that's for later, so I see you guys in a little bit. Next up, guys, we have the 792 by 57mm Mauser cartridge. Around 4,000 joules of muzzle energy. Absolutely insane. And if you can shoot that with 1,200 rounds per minute rate of fire out of this thing, the MG42. I kind of understand why it was so feared back in World War II. I understand. So let's try it out. Okay, first we go prone, like a disgusting MMG camper. You guys know the drill. I'm trying to be extra sneaky here. There we go, got him. We didn't deploy the bipod, but maybe that was even cooler. Next up on the list is the same round that the Finnish Mosina guns were using, the 7.62x53mm rimmed. A very powerful cartridge, 4000 to like 4100 joules of muzzle energy. The only gun that uses it is the LS-26, this weird thing. It is a very good gun though. Go to my left. There we go, one kill. Man, it's been a while since I've played this map. This was really cool actually. You always had like so many different flanking opportunities. Like even this. I think you could go on the water. And then hopefully not die. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Here we go. Oh, there was something. There was a battle pickup right here. I forgot about that. Anyway, you could go here. Come on, don't die, please. Don't die. There we go. And no, I'm still not there. Okay, now I'm here. So now I flanked this entire way. That is pretty sick. It actually worked as well. That's crazy. Next up, the regular 12 gauge buckshot shell shooting out of the M30 drilling. No idea what the muzzle energy is for this. Probably pretty high because of the, you know, the weight of the total projectile that's being shot. Now I need to find a couple of people. Surely I can flank somebody right here. Where the hell are they? That's one. We got 2 kills with the regular buckshot shell. Another one. I'll get you up. Okay, I think we have enough kills with the 12 gauge buckshot shell. Now we're gonna do this. Now we have a rifle round. That's the triple barrel M30 drilling for you. This is 9x3x74mm rimmed. 4500 joules of muzzle energy. This thing is crazy. You will see when I shoot and reload. And I completely miss. Yeah, that thing is crazy. Stand still. Stand still. Oh yeah. Even from this range, it's a one-shot headshot kill. That is crazy. 4500 joules. One of the most powerful cartridges for like regular primary weapons in this game. Okay guys, we are nearing the end. We now arrived at the 7.92 by 94mm Patronen cartridge. This is 10,650 joules of muzzle energy. This thing is crazy. Obviously, this cartridge is meant as an anti-tank weapon, anti-armor, and it gets its energy mainly because of how fast the projectile is moving. Because the bullet itself, I believe, is relatively small. Now, despite the fact that it's made for anti-tank purposes, let's be honest, most of us use it for anti-infantry because it's a one-shot kill up until 80 meters or something like that, at least to the upper chest or something. It's crazy. Although bonus points, obviously, if I manage to destroy a tank with this thing. Ooh, there we see a target. 24 damage? That's it? Against the regular car? Oh, we got him! We got him with the freaking body shot. That's what I mean. It works way better against infantry. Holy crap. 10,000 joules of force in his face. Well, not his face, but... Hey, another one. Hello, good sir. Keep going. Where are you? Ooh, you're trying to be sneaky? Come on. I won't bite. Oh, this guy is so lucky, bro. He actually freaking hit me? Come on, come again. There we go, that's more like it. Now, in case you guys didn't know, this gun actually has a little bit of an exploit that you can do. Most guns actually, but it's particularly useful on this gun. I will show you right now. First, we're gonna reload. Look at those freaking cartridges, by the way. That is crazy. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Okay, check this out, check this out, check this out, guys. I'm gonna let this guy pass. I'm gonna let this guy pass because this one is a little bit more armor than this one. I'm gonna do this. hold to pick up, and then here we go. I actually freaking did it! That is such a disgusting way to abuse this thing. It is crazy. Maybe we can do it again. Now, interestingly enough, we now have the Boys AT rifle. Even though it's less powerful than the Panzerbücher in this game, in real life, the muzzle energy of a 55 Boys cartridge is much higher. This is 16,700 joules of muzzle energy, and therefore the most powerful cartridge when it comes to the normal guns in Battlefield 5. I didn't really know that. So let's take this tractor, let's get into a good position, and let's get a kill. Guys, we are almost done. This is one of the most powerful cartridges in the whole game when it comes to regular weapons. We got one. Now, like I said, this is even less effective or less powerful. You see that 2 damage? No, there's no way. There's nothing you can do against vehicles with this thing. The Panzerbücher, or whatever it's called, is already pretty weak sometimes. Depends on like where you shoot the tank. But this one is even worse. Even though in real life it has way more muzzle energy. So that's pretty interesting, I guess. So we're gonna use it against infantry. And I think I already see somebody over there. Missed because my stupid bipod failed. There's another one over there. There we go. Oh my goodness, I actually killed the tiger with a Boys AT. That doesn't happen too often, I'm telling you. Holy crap, we'll count that. We will count that. Just like that, guys, we got the kill with the most powerful cartridge in the game when it comes to regular weapons. Oh, and one more for good measure. Okay, so that were all the regular weapons in the game. Now we're moving over to some heavier cartridges from stationary weapons. First up is the 50 BMG shooting out of the M2 Browning machine gun. And this is actually the rarest weapon in the whole game. I have never used this gun in my life before. In fact, I didn't even know this was a stationary weapon in Battlefield 5. The only way you can use it is if you are on the American side on one of the Pacific maps and then build it as a fortification as a support player. That's the only way. And there are only like a handful of places on those maps that you can do it. First, we need to secure this objective because you can build it right here. I think this is one of the few places. You, come on, come here. You need to help me secure this position. There's a guy right there. And there. There we go. Shot him through that thing. Why he didn't die is beyond me. Oh, everybody's spawning here. I need some help. Come on, we got some. Yes, we got some. There we go. Okay, we're capturing. Very nice. We just need to capture this and then we're good to go. Okay, so now this is how you get the M2. You have to be on the US faction, obviously. Otherwise, you're gonna use the Type 93 heavy machine gun. There we go. This is it, guys. I've never used this thing. Look, the M2 HMG. Now we just need 1 kill. Just 1 kill is all I need. This is the first time I'm actually using this. Can you believe it? I see some. I see one. I missed him. There he is. There he is. No! Oh, now he's gonna see me and I'm gonna be messed up. Come on. I see him. I see him. I got it. I got a kill with the M2 HMG. Holy crap, that was my first and only ever kill with this thing. I will show you. I will show you right now that this is my only kill ever. Profile, stats, vehicles, and now, here it is. The M2 HMG. 4 minutes, 1 kill. That's it. Okay, and for our final regular bullet, I want to say, our final regular cartridge, even stronger than the 50 BMG, although it's probably pretty much the same. The only reason why I rank it above it is because it's technically a 55 caliber round. Again, around 16,000 to 19,000 joules of muzzle energy. The Type 93 heavy machine gun. This shoots the 13.2 by 99mm Hotchkiss long cartridge. Let's try to get a kill. Oh, there's a guy right there, but I can't aim more to the right. But maybe he will. I suppressed him, but he didn't freaking die. That sucks. There. There we go. There we go. Oh, I got a triple kill. The Type 93 HMG. This thing is insane. Holy crap. Now we reach the part of the video where it really gets crazy. We are now ditching the regular muzzle energy formula, and instead we're looking at the estimated effective energy on target for each of the next ammo types. Some rely on chemical energy like explosives, and some on kinetic energy like armor penetrating rounds, and some combine the two. Again, all this was done with extensive research and logical values for each ammo type. For example, an HE shell may have high chemical energy, but because a lot of that energy is spherical, it's not all concentrated into the target, and thus the effective energy on target is a little bit lower. And trust me, the numbers are about to get ridiculous. We're also switching to kilojoules and megajoules. First, we start with something small, the SR2 38.5mm spigot grenade, which is shot out of the Tromboncino. Now, there is no raw data on the actual numbers, but apparently this grenade was pretty weak and more reminiscent of a flash or stun grenade. I think this is gonna be more difficult than it looks because... Hold up. It's not gonna be more difficult than it looks, I got him, but that's only because he wasn't at full health. Next up, the Kampfpistole gadget for the support class, shooting the Sprengpatronen, an anti-infantry short-range projectile, very weak, relatively speaking, below the 30 kilojoules, but very easy to use and cheap because it was shot out of an existing flare gun. In Battlefield 5, I think it just shoots a regular hand grenade, but I'm not sure. Next up, the Oerlikon 20mm, one of the most popular 20mm cannons of World War II, mostly used for AA. In fact, this is an upgrade for the Valentine AA tank here. You get 3 barrels shooting this cartridge, with explosive payload obviously, to be more effective against aircraft, but also against infantry, it is pretty insane. 37 kilojoules. Let's continue. Next up we have the 20mm explosive rounds for the, I think, what is this? The Corsair F something? I'm not sure. Now, interestingly enough, I just learned this. The Hispano 20mm cannon was actually a replacement for the Oerlikon 20mm cannon. So it's actually a more advanced cannon. That's interesting. I think I see some people over there. Okay, we got it. A kill with the 20mm for the Corsair F4UA1. Or 1A. Next up we have another 20mm autocannon. As you can tell, most of these calibers have a pretty similar damage numbers. This is the KWK 38/L55 for the Panzer 38T, a pretty light German tank. Around the 50 kilojoules of energy, this one relies mostly on pure kinetic energy, so the energy transfer percentage is a lot higher than the explosive rounds for the previous cannon. Let's use the anti-armor rounds. Well, I expected a bit better. Oh, never mind. That was actually very cool. That was actually very, very cool. I don't know, it doesn't really feel effective even against infantry, so what's even the point, you know? Maybe it does have some splash damage? Maybe that's it, right there. I don't think there was a direct hit, so yeah, it has a little bit of splash damage. That's about it. It does damage. You see what I mean? Against light tanks it does damage. Interesting. Enemy crashed. I'll take that. I'll freaking take that. What the hell? These guys are so weird. Okay, welcome back, guys. Let's try to get a kill with the M17 rifle grenade. First we're gonna get the boat. I'm gonna try to flank them a little bit. This works best if I'm a little bit from an elevated position. Ooh, I almost died. I want to get up here. Can I do that? Okay, this should be a little bit easier now. Right there. There we go. Got a kill with the M17 rifle grenade, 57mm. Next up we have the Fliegefaust, 20mm mini rockets, I believe. Ooh, we did a bunch of damage, but we didn't finish him off. That sucks. 50 to 100 kilojoules of effective energy on target. Oh, we got it with the Fliegefaust. Hell yeah, that is so awesome, bro. I'm gonna place a supply canister so we can get more ammo. There's another one. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Yeah, we got a second one. Holy crap, that's dope. All because of the freaking supply canister. That is so perfect. Next up, the 20mm Flak AA gun. Shooting from the Flak Panzer IV anti-air tank. As you can see, this thing shreds planes to absolute bits. Next up, yet another AA cannon. This is the Flak 43, which is an upgraded 37mm version of the Flak 38. More damage and a higher rate of fire per gun, but because the Flak 38 was mounted with 4 barrels, the rate of fire was obviously still a lot higher. You also actually had a dual barrel configuration for the Flak 43, but that would have been too powerful in Battlefield 5. Here we have a target. And done. Okay, next up we have this little fella. The first of many 37mm cannons. This is for the Panzer 30AT, the weakest of them all. I believe this is only kinetic energy with very little explosive energy, I think. You just need one kill, that's it. Right there. There we go, we got a kill. I'm telling you, these 37mm cannons, you will see, they're pretty good. They're not very good against heavily armored tanks, like heavy tanks, but everything besides that, they're pretty decent. Next, we have the 37mm M6 tank gun on the Greyhound. I really like this vehicle because it's so incredibly agile and fast. It is pretty weak though when it comes to armor, so we need to keep that in mind. Oh, I love... This is not even a tank really, it's an armored car, right? I mean, I guess we're going to the airfield. Maybe we can get a kill from there. Goodbye, sir. You are dead. Oh, wow. With the M8. Oh, there's another one. Come on. Oh, no. He almost got away. He got away. He got away, but I'm in pursuit. At least he leaves a trail behind so I can kind of see where he's going. Right there, actually. I almost hit him. Oh, I actually hit him. I actually did hit him. I'm going after him. I still have 13 rounds left. I think he's expecting me. He's probably repairing now. Here, another. Excuse me? I roadkilled somebody. I'll take it. What the hell? That is like 1 in a million. Look how big this environment is. What is going on? Did he go to the right or the left? I have a feeling he went to the left here. Yep, I'm definitely wrong. I am definitely wrong. You know what? Good for him. He did a nice... He evaded me very nicely. Direct hit, so I think he's dead. Oh, it's a lot of fun playing with the Greyhound on this map. There we go. Okay, we are low on health. I think that's him. One more. One more. One more, I said. I said one more. Thank you. My goodness. It's not the most powerful, but we knew that with the amount of joules it has as effective energy, right? Let's see. What do we have? Tank over there. Oh yes, I stole that kill probably, but I really don't care. I wonder where he is. I wonder where the anti-air tank is. Let's see, what do we have? Hello there. I'm right behind you, sir. You can't do anything, I'm sorry. You literally did 0 damage because his main gun doesn't do damage against my kind of armor. That is freaking hilarious. Apart from the M6 tank gun, we also have the original M3 tank gun. In fact, there's also an M4 tank gun and also an M5 tank gun. But they are all pretty much the same in terms of ballistics. So here's a kill. Let's move on. Next is the 37mm Type 1 tank gun on the Kami tank for the Japanese faction. It's pretty much the equivalent of the M6 tank gun we just saw on the M8 Greyhound. Nothing special, pretty boring actually, but it also has a 120mm howitzer version that can be placed on both the Kami tank as well as the Type 97 tank, but we'll see that a bit later. We got him. It wasn't a clean kill, but we got him. Next up, the M1A1 bazooka, 60mm shaped charge with an effective contact energy of 150 to 300 kilojoules. We should be able to take this tank out, no problem. We got a couple of rockets left. Yes, we got it with the M1A1 bazooka. There we go. We found the target and we killed it. With help of that tank. Thank you. Now we have the 2-pounder, shot from the Valentine Mark 6 tank. This is basically the initial main gun without any upgrades. We all heard of the 6-pounder, which we're gonna see a little bit later, but this is its smaller, younger brother, the 2-pounder. Still a tank gun though, over 300 kilojoules. And finally, the last of the non-upgraded main guns for the lighter tanks in Battlefield 5. This one's a bit bigger though, the 57mm Type 97 tank gun. Fitted on, you guessed it, the Japanese Type 97 tank. Nice. Now what I like about these tank guns is that while they might do a little bit less damage, they still have great velocity and they can be fired in very quick succession. So the overall damage volume over time is still pretty impressive. Only when facing heavy armor, they really show how outdated they really are and were in real life. Well, maybe now I can use the Panzerfaust. Nope, I can't. I think the warhead is 140mm. The effective energy is between 200 and 400 kilojoules. So yeah, this is pretty insane. Come on, quickly. Come on, when does he die? There we go. Oh, we got each other. We got each other. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Indeed, that was a lot of fun. We got the Panzerfaust. Done. Next up, we have the Sturmpistole for the support class. And this thing shoots a Panzerwurfkörper 42 or something like that. Which apparently is pretty freaking insane. In Battlefield 5, it's basically the anti-tank version of the Kampfpistole. So it doesn't do crazy damage. But in real life, this shaped charge had over 400 kilojoules of impact energy. Though the weapon itself in practical use was a bit lackluster. Next up, we have the 40mm with the AA gun. I do see a target right there, but I think he's a little bit out of range. So we'll wait for him to come back. There we go. 40mm done. Very nice. I like that. I do think there are different cartridges for a couple of different 40mm weapons in this game, but you know what? I'll count it as one because they're shooting this thing, this 40mm. Holy crap! How many joules? Hey, there's a 6-pounder here. Maybe we can use that. This is 57mm with 1 megajoule of effective energy, and we have a target right there. There we go, we got a kill with the 6-pounder just like that. Here we have yet another British design, the Churchill Mark 7, shooting the QF 75mm Mark 5, which apparently used the same basis as the 6-pounder we just saw. That's why it's also very similar in energy, just over 1 megajoule. I'm pretty sure this is also the same gun that the Churchill Crocodile uses. That's why you don't see that in this video. But don't worry, we still have another squad reinforcement tank later in this video. Anyway, let's get some kills with this thing and move on. Now we have the PAC 40, 75mm cannon, 1 to 1.5 megajoules. This thing is crazy. High kinetic energy, projectile, anti-tank obviously. Okay, we got a kill on the freaking infantry. That's disgusting. I want to get a kill on a tank. Come on. I got another infantry kill. That's insane, bro. There's a tank. 29 damage? That should be way more. I got a kill, infantry kill though. There we go, destroy the vehicle, beautiful. Look at that, look at the top right. Why not a couple more? This placement is amazing. There we go, another infantry kill because why the hell not? Another infantry kill, because why the hell not? The fact that it reloads very fast with infinite ammo is also insane. Can't believe that's how I died. Here's another Churchill tank. This is the Churchill gun carrier. Apparently one of the worst tank designs of World War II. Its gun, the Ordnance QF 3-inch howitzer, although pretty powerful, can only rotate a couple of degrees inside the chassis. So in a game like Battlefield 5, you are pretty much forced to have a campy playstyle, and I hate that. The gun itself is pretty decent though. High damage against armor, high splash damage against infantry, and pretty high muzzle velocity. We finally have our first rockets of the video, and they are pretty powerful. The Type 3 #1 Mod 28 Mark 1 rockets, fired from the Japanese Zero. They're actually a lot of fun. Over 1.5 megajoules. 26 damage, that's it? Is it more anti-infantry? I don't know. Well, there are people over there. Let's try these guys. Can't believe I died like that. I can't believe it, but we got him. We got him with the rockets, guys. We got him with the rockets. Now back to the Sherman tank. We no longer have the standard M3 tank gun. Now we have the upgraded 76mm M1A1 tank gun. Pretty impressive against enemy armor with almost 2000 kilojoules of impact energy. Here's a quick montage. Next up, we have this monstrosity. What a weird thing. Look at how small the barrel is. I mean, I'm sure it has a great personality, but still. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Main gun, the 75mm KWK-37L/24. Very strange. I just noticed we have 2 top gunner position. That's pretty cool. Totally useless in this game because you're gonna get sniped in 1 second, but still pretty cool.
Auf keinen Fall.
When will he die? There we go, finally. Because this guy was freaking repairing me, so thank you very much. Next up, the PIAT launcher, or Projector Infantry Anti-Tank. This thing is actually pretty crazy. A shaped charge warhead, good for over 2 megajoules of impact energy. And this can be fired as a mortar. You can even see a little dot on your minimap. But it's really hard to use in this game, so the best way is still just direct fire. As you can see right there. Jeez, look at this freaking barrel, bro. What the hell even is that? I'll tell you what that is. That is the 75mm Type 5 tank gun. Around the 2.2 megajoules of impact energy. Great for taking out tanks, as you will soon see. Time to get him. We're going after him, guys. He's moving away. Oh my goodness, in 1 hit. 52 damage. What the hell was that kind of thing? What is this freaking turret, bro? Next up, the 76.2mm 17-pounder shot from the Valentine Archer, a true tank hunter. I believe this tank was added to the British faction post-launch, I think. It has a fixed turret, meaning you can rotate it 360 degrees, so I already don't like it, but it will probably do a lot of damage. It is a mean-looking tank, though. There's an enemy tank right there. Projectile moves fast, I like that. Yeah, that was pretty satisfying. Okay, he just came right at me. Tank right there. Never mind. Okay, we're done. Three hits, 3 hits, that is actually crazy. Bro, what is this tank? There's a Sturm Tiger over there. Maybe we can take him out too. I need to aim a little bit higher though. I don't think we can get him. 17 damage for a Sturm Tiger? That's like, what, 6 shots to kill? Pretty decent, I guess. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, one of the bigger guns of the video. We're nearing the end. The Type 10 naval gun. This is 120mm, and the impact damage in joules is 2 to 3 megajoules. See a couple of landing crafts over there. Let's see if we can take them out. A little bit of damage, a little bit of damage. Come on. There we go. Some tanks over there. Let's kill those. Keep shooting. That's what I mean, the Type 10, baby. Hey, oh, they're behind us now. That's not good. Luckily, these things can rotate full 360 degrees, so that kind of helped me. That's what I wanted to see. That is what I wanted to see. That is beautiful. I mean, this is kind of unfair, isn't it? You see what I mean? This is unfair. Do I care, though? No. There we go. There, what is a blind shot? There we go. Another easy kill. There's a tank over there. Let's try to kill him. There we go. 25 damage. That's pretty nice. Another one. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh, we got it! Type 10 naval gun, 120mm in your face. This is the largest stationary weapon in the game, I believe. That's crazy. Okay, I think I got enough kills. Next up, we have the Tiger tank with the 88mm main cannon. And guess what? We also have a Sabo round. This thing almost destroys other tanks in one shot. It's kind of disgusting. Whoa, we got it. That's what I mean, look at that! 88mm Sabo round. This thing is freaking insane. And with the machine gun as well, why the hell not? There's no if you're on the German team, there's no reason to choose any other tank than the Tiger tank. Maybe the AA tank to deal with the planes, but yeah, this thing takes the cake for sure. Remember the 120mm Japanese howitzer I told you about a little bit earlier? This is over 3 megajoules of impact energy. Obviously, its main benefit is the insane splash damage radius, which is pretty wild, but the muzzle velocity is really low and the reload time is also very slow, so I prefer the anti-tank guns. In real life, these kinds of cannons were mostly used for blast damage against stronghold positions and stuff like that, but in this game it's still pretty fun. Next up, we have the Hachi rocket pods. I did a little bit of research, and unlike the T-38 Calliope, the Japanese tanks were never really fitted with any sort of rocket system, so this fictional setup was only made as a counter for the T-38 in Battlefield 5. Still, that gives us a way to calculate the impact energy for each rocket. So one thing we do know is that the T-38 fires in salvos of 4 rockets, and the Hachi tank fires in salvos of 6. We can assume that they both deal the same amount of damage after each volley of rockets, and that means that per rocket, the Hachi tank deals 33% less damage than the M8 rockets fired by the T-38 Calliope, which gives us around the 4 megajoules of impact energy. Pretty freaking insane, and you will see that in this gameplay. Wow, one salvo. Hell no, get away from me. Just tank here, please. There we go, another double kill with the freaking rockets. You don't really have to aim actually. Tank coming in from there, maybe we can get another epic salvo on him. Yo, one salvo! 100 damage! Oh, disgusting. Hello. Aim, actually. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. I was wondering, he was standing still. I don't know how I didn't get my first level. I tell you how I didn't get my first level. Because I was hit by somebody else. And because of the recoil, I shot over him. Look at this. Look. Look at the replay. Absolutely ridiculous. We could have gotten a 1 salvo kill yet again, but we didn't. We failed. Now, we still have another kind of rocket to do. The 3.5-inch FFAR rocket shot from the P-51 Mustang. Also extremely satisfying to use and very, very powerful. 4,300 kilojoules. Let's continue. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, 105mm howitzer cannon or whatever it's called. This thing is legit. I also have this. Because why the hell not? It's always fun. Let's test fire, shall we? I think I see an enemy. Let's see. I think it's got heavy drop. Very heavy drop. And a very long reload. And I hit him for 30. These guys then. Come on, I want 1 kill. 160 damage, no kill. We're gonna fire at the exact same spot. Assist counts as kill. No, it doesn't count as a kill. Let's try this guy. Okay, we got 1 kill. The splash damage on this thing should be disgusting. There we go. I guess it's more for soft targets then. Not really anti-tank because the velocity and like the actual raw damage is not that good. Oh, match is over anyway. Anyway, 105mm M4 howitzer is done. Now remember the T-38 Calliope I talked about? That thing shot the M8 4.5-inch rockets from that weird top-mounted rocket pod system thingy. But apparently the P-70 night fighter plane also has these rockets equipped as the default loadout. And they are pretty insanely powerful. Almost 6,000 kilojoules or 6 megajoules of impact energy. Next up we have the Staghound T-17. Main gun is not very special, 37mm M5, but its other weapons are 60 pounds RPD rocket projectiles, 3-inch, 83mm. Apparently this is 11.6 megajoules of effective impact energy. One of the most powerful in this game. That is a beautiful triple kill. With the 60-pound RPD-3 rockets. Now hold on, I bet most of you forgot. We still have the sector artillery. Again, I did some research and this was most likely shot from the BL 7.2-inch howitzer, which was made for long-distance artillery. Obviously, pretty disgusting damage, 55 megajoules. Let's continue, guys. We are almost done. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end. We have 380mm projectile with the Sturmtiger. Just so you guys know, this monstrosity of a projectile is over 500,000 kilojoules of impact energy. Take out a couple of infantry guys. There you go. There we go, another kill. They are really annoying, but my repairmen, they are absolutely goated. There's a tank right there. I know I can take him. There we go! Oh, yes! You are dead. This thing is ridiculous. How freaking lucky can you get? It just shaved his head. I got another one coming for you. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, we have another one over there. Look at these repair guys. Look at these repair guys. Let's get this guy. One-shot kills. Unbelievable. This thing is unbelievable. Also, shout out to my repair guys. That is absolutely sick. This thing is insanely powerful. Okay, guys. The KE-147 rocket. One of the final weapons in the game. I need to call it in. But where? Where is everybody? I'm gonna call it in right here. I have to do it. Match is almost over. Please get a kill. I'm begging you. Get a kill for this. I have no idea how many megajoules this is. Just... please just do it. Please. I need at least one kill. Just one. A final chance. After this, I have the JB2 rocket and the V1 rocket. No, don't take it down. Don't take it down. It sounds so cool. Oh, yes, I got it. And I got a vehicle kill as well. I got the JB2 rocket after this. And then the V1 rocket. Ladies and gentlemen, it is JB2 rocket time. Where are they? They're all over there. Gonna call it right there. Gonna call it in right there. Let's see if we get the final kill of the video, guys. Let's see if we get the final kill of the video. Please just die. Please let me get some kills. Imagine if I don't get any kills. Imagine if I don't get any kills. At least a couple of kills. Just one. I need one to end the video. Oh, okay, there we go, guys. 2 kills is a tragedy normally, but now I can end the video because I got a kill with the most powerful, highest caliber, most energetic, whatever you want to call it, most powerful projectile in the entire game. Actually, we're gonna finish it off with the V1 rocket because although they are practically the same, the JB2 rocket was reverse engineered from the V1. So it only makes sense that we end it with the original, the most powerful thing in Battlefield 5. Okay, guys, I'm about to call the V1 rocket. There we go, V1 rocket flying bomb, the most powerful projectile in the whole game. We're just gonna drop it there. We're just gonna drop it there. This might be the final kill of the game. Because this is pretty much the biggest projectile, the most powerful projectile in the whole game. So this is the final kill. Let's see how many kills we'll get. This is over 3.5 billion joules. Oh, yes, what we got? A 4-piece, that's pretty decent. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. I think I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to see more of these types of videos, then let me know down below. This is definitely a kind of series that I want to do more on the channel, so let me know if you're interested in that. And with that being said, I see you guys next time.